always said it that the proliferation of every art depends on the quality that the creative is engaging the culture with. So my experience about the tour this year has been one of pride in the strides of Christ the Poet as the hosts of the event, and pride in the growth of the tour poets as esteemed contributors. When we moved on to the venues, I was encouraged by the turnout because it showed that there is the rising interest from people in spoken word poetry. So I think every artist, every performance poet, every performance artist can use this kind of encouragement when they see the kind of interest people have good enough to bring them to venues for events like this.
I know it's been said that you only got just one shot to make a first impression. Well, that is why I'm twice as grateful each time I count my blessings. One of them is the reason I stay excused from myself inclusive. So let's zoom into yourself, fee for a beat short, sweet and simple.
The title of my piece is No More Selfies. The inspiration behind that piece is because I know that as instruments of God's worship, saints can come to the point where they get overwhelmed by pressures from their different ventures. So when you come to the point where you are at the end of your strength, you really could use God's grace. So no more selfies is actually just a metaphorical way of saying no to yourself, no to your strength, no to your mind, no to your abilities to be the only reason why you can deal with life. So there will always be that point where you get to and you could use God's strength. So no more selfies is just an ample statement of the fact that we will always use God's grace to deal well. So it's just an emphasis on the futility of strength and the essence of God's grace. So my advice to people, my advice to poets in life, or my advice to poets first of all, would be, as you engage the culture, as you engage the art, be very, very intentional about your growth. You must be very deliberate about improving your writing, about improving your performance, and that would demand you to take a foray into professional artists and to listen to documentary videos and to know how these people have taken their journeys from the very cradle to the very peak.
We just finished the unique outing, and I'm excited because of firstly the choice of ports, and then I think every port here came out with their A game.
I say it that wherever you see something happening orderly, life has this natural way of being chaotic. But anywhere you see something happening real well, it means that somebody has taken it upon himself to be very deliberate about the orderliness that it's enjoying. So when you see somebody doing well in the arts, it's because they have taken their time to grow. They've taken their time to improve their art. So as a spoken word poet, be very, very deliberate about the arts. And if you are a spoken word poet that has interest in promoting kingdom work, about preaching the Christ, you must take your spiritual life very, very important. Your spiritual life is actually a relationship with God. So there is no second guessing that part of your life as a ministerial spoken word poet. And my advice to people is you have to come to the point where you know that you do not just hear about God on the pulpit coming from an ordained priest. So there are persons that God has blessed with wisdom in the arts, and especially like myself as a spoken word poet, these persons have been blessed with wisdom. They've been blessed with the knowledge, professional knowledge of engaging the scriptures from the twist of art. So when you come to events like this, open your mind, open your heart to hear God preached in a dimension that you are not used to, in a dimension that you are not used to, in a dimension that you've not heard before. So we are excited when we see people want to hear about God in a way that pleases the ears, that tickles the emotions, that's appealing to your mind. So when you come to an event like Penspeak, please open your mind to be blessed, open your mind to hear God, and above all, open your mind to be entertained. My name is Glofame, and this is Penspeak Tour 2019.